2026 feels special. The FIFA World Cup is just around the corner, with the tournament being held in North America, split between Canada, Mexico, and the good old US of A. The World Cup presents itself as a global project celebrating football's ability to inspire peace, unity, and the world coming together. You know the drill. Everyone holding hands, swapping shirts, and pretending President Gianni Infantino isn't a lizard person in disguise. So before you put the beers on ice and brush the cobwebs off your retro kit bangers, the next 40 days of football is surely just about harmless sporting fun, right? Right. Under Trump's second administration, the leading host country has spent the past year threatening to annex Greenland,
We are going to do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not.
taking military action in Venezuela, and starting a war in the Middle East. So already the whole Football Unites the World is starting to whiff of just a little tiny bit. This World Cup marks the first time in history that a host nation is actively in a war with one of the other participating countries. I mean, unsurprisingly, FIFA's silence over all of this isn't just a case of FIFA giving the US the benefit of the doubt, and because we're living in a dimension where irony is long, long dead, El Presidente Infantino awarded Donald Trump the inaugural FIFA Peace Prize.
Awards the 2025 FIFA Peace Prize, Football Unites the World, to Donald J. Trump.
Which is amazing if you also really truly think about it. Threatening to annex one territory, depose another's leader, attack another country to end up in a prolonged war with a qualified national team, and apparently that's award-worthy peacekeeping. Well, I guess in Infantino's defense, the US hadn't waged war on Iran at the time of the award, so just unlucky, I guess. But what about the tournament itself? The past year, reporting around US immigration enforcement has described a climate where ICE-related operations and policy have created this fear around major sporting events, including the World Cup, and court reporting said stops could be based on factors including race, language, accent, job, and location. And just days before the tournament starts, it's been widely reported that Somali referee Omar Artan, who was on course to become the first ever Somali to referee at World Cup finals, has been dropped from FIFA's list of officials after being denied entry into the United States. Not very football-y, is it? If you manage to make it through immigration control, good luck with the tickets. FIFA are under even more fire for the sky-high ticket prices for this year's tournament, with their use of dynamic pricing, which is essentially pricing determined by consumer demands. So when you're selling tickets for the world's biggest sporting event, it's probably a safe bet that there'll be high demand, meaning the cost will also be stupidly high. ESPN reported in April that FIFA's own resale site had 4 tickets on sale for the World Cup final for just under $2.3 million each. And bear in mind that FIFA take a 15% cut from both the buyer and the seller, and it's all starting to make a little bit of sense. And on the 27th of May, the Attorney Generals for New York and New Jersey have subpoenaed FIFA, accusing the organisation of misleading fans about seat locations, introducing further seating subcategories after tickets had already been sold, and artificially inflating pricing. So not only is this tournament priced like a luxury product and is the new Fire Festival of football, the way tickets were sold is now being investigated by the Attorney General of a major host state. The message from FIFA is pretty clear. Cash is king. And if that wasn't enough, FIFA confirmed there will be 2 scheduled 3-minute hydration breaks every game that broadcasters can use for commercials, meaning more ad revenue straight into FIFA's pockets. Now look, I'm not against hydration. I love water as much as AI data centers, but selling off water breaks for ad space doesn't make me think it's all about the well-being of the players. The point is, while this tournament is being sold as peace, unity, and the beautiful game, it's being staged inside a country increasingly defined by authoritarianism, immigration paranoia, luxury pricing, and outright commercial overkill. This trend of inflated prices feels like a further shift towards classism in sport. And while most of us will be content watching at home with friends and family, don't forget that the more we accept this kind of inequality, the more it becomes the norm. So look, this summer all eyes will be on North America and the US, but don't turn a blind eye to the issues at hand. Because the beautiful game deserves better, and quite frankly, so do we.